Amazing. So earlier in the week, I shared some tips and I've been sharing some affirmations around feeling really abundant, stepping into flow and even into overflow. Overflow is really when you feel like your life, your frequency, your vibration is just simply overflowing with opportunities. But first, if you are new here, let me introduce myself. My name is Hilary L. Hahn. I am a healer, artist, and soul coach. I also host international transformational retreats all over the world to help you reclaim your creative power and go a little bit deeper into mysticism and spiritual practices. So I'm really, really excited to be here today. And I've had this training on my mind now for about a week. And to be quite honest, I had some sick family members here at home. They've have had coughs and colds, and I've just been doing everything in my power to really protect my energy so that I can show up for all of the people in my life and my responsibilities. And so today is the first day that energetically, I really feel like I'm in overflow and I'm ready to share this exciting training with you today. So if you're watching live in the group, I would love it. I'm just checking so I can see the comments. I would love, love, love it if you would say hashtag live or hashtag replay. And I'm going to go ahead and do it in the comments as well, just because when we do that, more and more of us find out about these trainings. Now, I don't generally give trainings on Sunday afternoons, but the way that I'm doing business right now is just extremely intuitive. I'm showing up when I feel inspired to show up, when it feels energetically aligned. And that's really how I like to run my business in general and to keep that energy just really moving and flowing. And so, welcome in. If you're here right now live, it's not by accident. This message, this channeled message is for you. Today, we're talking about something so important, shifting from scarcity to overflow. And let's be real, there's a lot of fear in the world right now. The energy on the planet is intense. If you're here in North America, if you're in the United States, or if you're in Canada or even Mexico, you might be feeling that too, because old paradigms and outdated systems are falling away. And what I mean by that is they're falling away, but people that have kept them going and perpetuating for so long are actually clinging to these old structures. And what's happening is there's sort of an upheaval going on because things are changing more and more rapidly now. Now, if you're a creative, if you have been looking forward to the new paradigm, the new earth, the ascension, then it's likely that you have had this on your radar for a while now. And what's happening to keep us small and to keep us clinging to these old ways and these old systems, they are actually trying to divide us. And the way that they keep us small and in lack and in scarcity is actually through this division. But we know better. We know that we're here to serve, that we're here to rise, and that we're here to step into our highest vibration of pure love and service. And when we shift out of scarcity and into overflow, we don't just change our own reality, we create the ripples of impact. Just like my masterclass, 0 to 100K impact, we create ripples of impact that uplift everybody around us. And so if you have been feeling stuck, if you've been questioning whether you're doing enough, or if you're feeling like there's never enough, I want you to stay with me through this training. And this, I'm going to give you 5 different steps of how we shift. Okay, so first, let's just take a deep breath in together, get really grounded. I have my sandalwood incense burning in the background, way, way, way behind me. So anyway, inhale in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Let your exhale be just a little bit longer than your inhale. Placing your feet firmly on the ground, that can help us to get really, really grounded into the earth's energy, the earth frequency, which I talk about a lot. It is cleansing us, it is clearing us. And I want to show this card that I pulled this morning. It's called I Remember, and it is from the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. I share it a lot in this group. And it says Soul Plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. And what it's all about is it's remembering that we came here with a mission and we're being called right now to step more and more into our destiny life, our highest purpose and our highest power. That's something that I mentor um, lots of different clients on, but we're being called to step into that. And also, I love to talk about different ways to monetize that. So, especially if you're at that point in your path where you're really ready to monetize your purpose and your power, reach out to me, DM me. And if you're just awakening to it, that's a super beautiful part of the process. I use the word awaken a lot because I feel like we're like the little lotus flower. We're constantly awakening and opening new layers and new levels within our identity. So we're never really fully finished. It's this fun, creative journey that we're all on here. And I want to tell you the 5 ways that if you have been feeling a little bit stuck, you've maybe been feeling divided, maybe you've been feeling frustrated because you've been watching the news. Doesn't mean to ignore it, but I have to kind of limit the amount of time that I spend on it and spend in that energy. So if you're like me, if you're a high vibrational being, if you are energetically sensitive, then I want you to shift back into alignment when you start to feel like you're getting into that scarcity or you feel the resistance coming up. And so when you feel the resistance coming up, the first thing is to like notice those thoughts and you want to breathe into it. You want to take a deep breath, like we did just a moment ago, so that you can release and you can let go of that resistance. So, step number one, going from feeling like not enough to enough is knowing your worth. So no matter what you do in life, I know that we're all, part of this meritocracy, which is kind of like what the system is that we have right now. But without that, you are already enough. So, right here, right now, your worth is not up for debate. You don't have to prove anything, you don't have to earn anything, and you also don't have to wait for permission in your business. You are inherently valuable. And the moment that you own that, that you really, really own it, you stop looking outside of yourself for the world to validate you and you stop making decisions from a place of fear or scarcity or not having the answers. Um, I know, in the early part of my coaching journey, I kind of fell for that a little bit. I would, buy programs based on this idea that they know something that I didn't know. And the truth is, once you shift out of that and you start making those decisions from inspiration and you start making those decisions from your desire to have a really strong impact, you start to move from a place of overflow and not lack. So you are inherently valuable. Number two, everything that you're creating, everything that you're doing is enough. So if you ever feel like you're putting in all this effort and you're not seeing the results yet, I totally get it. It can be hard to be patient. Um, sometimes the energy on the earth plane can be more dense. Sometimes the magical manifestations take longer to come through than what we're imagining. But here's the truth. Your efforts are compounding. It's always talk about like the snowball, just rolling down the hill and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, even if you can't see the physical evidence of that yet. You've got to lean into that belief, that faith, that the seeds that you're planting, just because you don't see the entire plant today, doesn't mean that the growth isn't happening beneath the surface, beneath the ground. I love this metaphor for winter, for the season of winter, because the ground is frozen and we don't always see the evidence just yet. We have to lean into the process. We have to trust it. We keep going and it's all adding up, which brings me to number three. It all adds up. So number two is everything you're doing is enough. Number three, it all adds up. Every single aligned action, every moment that you choose faith over fear, every decision to keep going, it's all leading you to somewhere powerful. You're being guided. Even in the moments of uncertainty, things are always aligning for you behind the scenes. So instead of asking yourself, is this working? Um, a different affirmation that I can give you or a different script is everything I do adds up. Everything I do is creating momentum, even if I don't see the evidence of it yet. And then number four, and if this is resonating, just drop me, oh, hey, Fran, drop me, I was going to say, if it's resonating, drop me a little heart, drop me a comment, a like, so that more people see it. But it's all adding up. And that can be the tricky part of the entrepreneurial journey is sometimes we don't always see the evidence right away. And we have to wait or get into a little bit of a more high vibrational frequency. I will say that when I feel like I'm really in alignment and I'm flowing and I'm in effortlessness and I'm in ease, the opportunities seem to come to me more quickly. So if you're getting tired of waiting, you want to shift into surrendered ease, into submissive surrender mode. And when you're fully surrendered, that is when you will see the results start to come to you more quickly, almost like they fall out of the blue into your lap. So, number four, this is like one of my favorite ones, but go out in nature to shift into abundance. So, when scarcity starts to creep in, when you're starting to feel like you are overinvested or overextended, or just really overdoing it, and your energy is starting to become scattered, I want to invite you to step outside. Look at the trees, look at the plants, look at the flowers. They're not stressed. They're not worried about running out of air, right? There's an abundance of carbon dioxide for them, and they're giving us an abundance of oxygen. So it's really just like breathing out and breathing in. So I want you to do that with me one more time. So inhaling through your nose, inhale, and then exhale through your mouth. And what you notice is with every breath, it's like we're not even thinking about it. It just comes naturally to us. As naturally as breathing in and breathing out, we're in an exchange, and we're in an exchange of giving and receiving and giving and receiving. And sometimes we have to create more spaciousness if we really want to allow that receptivity and we want to be in that receiving mode, we want to allow that to creep back in. You feel like you've been giving, giving, giving. You're ready to receive. I want to invite you to go out in nature and remind yourself that nature is abundant, it's effortless, and it's in a state of ease. And you are a part of nature. So scarcity is truly, from a mental thought process, it's truly an illusion. Okay. And then number five, which sometimes I like to start with this one, it is the key. It is, in fact, one of the most important ways that we shift back into abundance very quickly. And the way to do that is to start with gratitude. So you really want to go into the heart space. Your heart is a magnet. I'm going to do a training on that really, really soon. But our heart knows what it wants. We know exactly what we want to see happen, what we want to call in, and you really can't lie to your heart, right? So I want you to go into the heart space and I want you to express gratitude and become really, really grateful for everything that you're experiencing right now in this moment. And the overflow starts to happen. It really starts to begin when we can shift into gratitude, into appreciation for everything that we've created up until this point, for all of the people, all of the clients, the collectors, the opportunities that have come into our life at this time. And shifting into that energy of appreciation also helps us. I just realized my neighbor just messaged me. I think the Super Bowl or a very important game might be going on right now. I have no idea. I'm not even dialed into that. That's how unplugged from the matrix I am. Maybe it's just a football game. But that's hilarious. I just got a notification on my screen. So dialing into the energy of appreciation, gratitude, and then allowing yourself to abundantly give. So if you ever feel like you're not receiving, you can start to get into the frequency of giving. You can really ask yourself, what can I give? Right? Whenever we play, I call it playing tit for tat with the universe. When we're ever like, I'm going to give this and I'm going to get that and I'm going to give this, it starts to become this really constricted, really contracted energy. Then we're not flowing, and we're certainly not going to be like a waterfall in an overflow state, in a state of overflow, in a state of deep alignment and surrender and ease. So we really want to give generously and shift into that appreciation mode. And that's going to just do a subtle shift of the energy and the frequency um, wherever you're at in your body and then also in your surroundings. And so you can ask yourself, where can I give more today? And what am I grateful for right now? And gratitude is really going to amplify, it's really going to turn up the volume on your frequency, as will generosity. So the more we give and the more that we affirm, I have more than enough, I am more than enough. I'm just going to take you through all five. I'm inherently valuable. Everything I'm doing is enough. It all adds up. And scarcity is an illusion. Nature is abundant. You can easily shift back into that feeling and frequency of abundance. So, in closing, just really remembering who you are. To have it, I've got it upside down. Remembering your soul plan. Remember to choose your destiny life over the fated life, the life that you maybe came in, the timeline that you perhaps came in on doesn't have to be your timeline forever, right? We can quantum shift, we can jump timelines, we can change rapidly. And this is where we start to go into overflow, elevation, and creation and abundance. And so ultimately, we are all creators. I used to have this business registered as the creator's path, meaning that we are all creating, whether it be offers or collections or beautiful art or books. Maybe we're writing something, we're publishing something. Um, and if you're feeling really, really ready for this shift, I have two things for you. One thing that I've been working on is a checklist of all the things that I'm doing behind the scenes to create a multi-six-figure business. And so if that resonates with you, if that's where you're at and you want the checklist, then drop the word checklist and I'll be sharing with you exactly what I'm doing behind the scenes to shift into that. And then the second thing, my son just got back from swim. The second thing that I am doing right now is I'm launching the Creative Brand Mastermind with Pamela, who's also in this group. She is helping us to create these incredible websites. A website is truly a portal. It's a portal to your next. Hi, honey. I'm on a call right now. I'm on a call. I'm on a call. Honey. Okay. So I'm shifting into, um, a portal of abundance with this website. And what I want to share with you is that when you decide that you're ready for your next up level, whether you just want to have an audit, like I've had a website for years and years and years, I always like to refresh it. I always like to go in and tweak it and change it. It creates an energetic shift when you update your website. And it really opens a portal to people reaching out to you, to emailing you, to wanting to work with you, to wanting to take your digital offers, to wanting to buy your beautiful art. And the more you'll find, the more that you up level it and the more that you kind of elevate it, the more that you're going to align your brand with your highest vision and create from a place of ease and expansion. So if this is speaking to you, if you know that you're really ready to hit the next level, you want to walk with us on this journey of creating monthly recurring revenue, you know that you're ready for this next level, I want you to drop like a little star in the comments or check. I don't have the link in the description yet, so you can just drop the word mastermind because the early bird is open now. And that means you save about $1,000 on the program, which includes a website. So it's incredibly valuable. In the group of women that we're gathering is just exceptional, visionary, like the women that come on my retreats. We will be meeting weekly through this mastermind, and there will be recordings, there will be special trainings, just amazing tools to help you to align with your authentic soul purpose and your highest timeline here. So if you're ready for that, drop the word creative. And if you would like my checklist of what I'm doing behind the scenes, feel free to say checklist and I'll be happy to get it over to you. And I hope you enjoyed this training as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. We had a few little interruptions, but it's always wonderful when I have these channeled messages to be able to get on here and to share them with you. I appreciate all of your comments and all of your likes. Help other people to find this. And I will look forward to dropping a new training really, really soon on the heart being a magnet. And enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And if anybody knows what game is on right now, I guess I can text my next door neighbor who just invited us over to watch it. Um, Drop that in the comments, or I will have to look it up online. Great to see you and talk to you all soon.